I'm just gonna be honest and real with you guys. Only once or twice in my entire life did I make it to the key level in the original Pac Man. That game is just way too darn hard in my opinion.
I make it to the key level every single playthrough, Mr. Wii.
Well, nobody asked you, Pikachu. Ugh, frickin' annoying doll. Let's start this review now, shall we? Enjoy the review. When I was a kid, one of the Nintendo Gamecube video games I played the most was Pac Man World 2. I never played the original Pac Man World, but I have played Pac Man World 2, and oh my goodness, out of every single Pac Man game in the entire series, Pac Man World 2 is my all-time favorite. I did play Pac Man World 3 and I really don't know what to say about that game. But Pac Man World 2 is literally awesome. There were so many awesome open-ended and amazing levels. The level design and graphics were amazing, having such unique and well-designed levels, having fire levels and spooky levels, water levels, snow levels. Man, this has so much graphical detail as much as games like Super Mario 64. Anyhow, for this video game review here today, we are going to review Pac Man World 2 for the Nintendo Gamecube. I can't wait to do this video game review here today, so without further ado, let's review Pac Man World 2 for the Nintendo Gamecube. Let's get this video game review started, shall we? Pac Man World 2 for the Nintendo Gamecube. This video game has so many fun and open-ended levels. There are so many things to collect in this video game too. The main incentive being the tokens which unlock the arcade games, but let me say this right now, good luck unlocking Miss Pac-Man. The token demand for this video game will make your head explode, I'm serious. Pac Man World 2 has so many fun and interesting levels and the gameplay is very fun. Pac-Man can spin jump in this game, going through some high slopes, and he can jump too, defeating many of the interesting enemies in this game. This game also has some fun maze levels too, that brings inspiration to the original Pac-Man, but come on now, we all know the original Pac-Man has more appeal when it comes to that. The soundtrack in this video game is amazing, and it's so catchy and upbeat. The boss battles were pretty annoying in this game. I'll elaborate more on that later on in this review. All in all, Pac Man World 2 offers a nice balance of fun and challenge while having some visually nice and appealing levels. Man, Pac Man World 2 is just an amazing video game. Alright guys, we are going to talk about the development of Pac Man World 2. By the way, this is my dog Tiny. He's such an amazing dog, I love him very much. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yes you are. You're a good dog. You're a great dog. Best dog ever. Okay guys, let's talk about development of Pac Man World 2 now, shall we? Who's a good boy? You are. You the man, Tiny. You the man. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. You the man. Pac Man World 2 was developed by Namco and was released on every major platform back in the year of 2002. Xbox, Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, and the Game Boy Advance. Not much information is really known about its development, but the game got average to good review scores by most gaming review critics. Next Generation ranked it the 56th highest selling game launched for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube between January January 2000 and July 2006 in its country. Combined sales of Pac Man World games released in the 2000s reached 1,800,000 units in the United States by July 2006. The game's camera system was officially the main criticism by most video game review critics, and honestly, I actually agree with that. The camera system in this game was lackluster.
You're a good dog, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I love this dog very, very much. You're a good boy.
Man, Pac Man World 2 is such a fun video game! Anyhow, Pac Man World 2 has an amazing story! Let's talk about the story of this video game! Back in medieval times, the evil Ghost King Spooky terrorized Pac-Land and the Pac people. The great wizard Pac created a powerful potion to transform 5 fruit from Pac-Land into the magical golden fruit. A brave young knight named Sir Paxalot battled and defeated Spooky and used his golden fruit to seal him under a tree. Spooky returns and the ghosts steal the golden fruit, and Pac-Man must get them back and defeat Spooky once and for all. Ooh, my voice is so high and mighty. I really enjoy the story of this video game. Spooky was a new and interesting villain, and he had such an epic and mighty design. I like how big and powerful he looks, and he is such a memorable villain in the Pac-Man series in my opinion. All in all, the story of this video game is great. Man, I just defeated the Red Ghost Clyde! Man, I'm getting kind of tired. I could really go for a coffee right now. Yay! A caffeinated beverage for me! Yippee!
Mr. Wee, please forgive me that I drank all your coffee. You're not mad at me, are you?
What the frick, Pikachu? You drank my coffee? I'm gonna be tired when I review. This day can't get any worse. Okay. Let's talk about the gameplay of Pac Man World 2, and I could really use a coffee right now. I hate that frickin' doll. I am going to talk about the gameplay of Pac Man World 2. Pac Man World 2 has a lot of fun levels. The levels are just well designed. Now throughout the game, there are these tokens. These unlock classic Pac Man arcade games like Pac Man, Pac Mania, Pac Attack, and Miss Pac Man. Some of them do require less than others. Pac Mania was a really fun game, so I'm glad that required less than Miss Pac Man. The levels look great in this game, having snow levels, lava levels, and grassland levels, and Pac Man's attacks are very versatile, having a spin attack and a jumping kick. You get 1-ups in this game too, which makes it easier, and you have a health bar. There are so many hazards and pitfalls in this game that will drive you up a brick wall. Losing health is just so easy. Then the boss battles. I touched base on this a little bit earlier, but apparently the ghosts have these machines. Inky and Blinking weren't too bad, but man, Pinky and Clyde, oh my goodness, they gave me so much trouble as a kid. The final boss battle of Spooky was very fun. All in all, the gameplay of Pac Man World 2 is very enjoyable. It has great depth in its level design and gameplay, which I feel is just amazing. So, what are my final thoughts about Pac Man World 2? Unfortunately, I don't think that Pac Man World 2 is a great game, but I do think that Pac Man World 2 is a good game. Here are the things that bothered me about Pac Man World 2. I have 3 of them. Number 1 is that the camera was off-putting in this video game. I touched base on this in the development's part of this review. Number 2 is that finding tokens at times got way too difficult, and most of them were really in very unpleasant spots. And number 3 is that the boss battles in this game were frustrating at times. But besides those cons, Pac Man World 2 is an amazing video game. This video game has so many well-designed and amazing levels, and this is truly a great video game. When I was a kid, I played this video game so much on my Nintendo Gamecube, and I had a blast playing this video game. Even nowadays, from time to time, if I don't have much going on, I still play this video game. Anyhow, the score I am going to give Pac Man World 2 is a 7 out of 10. Alright guys, as you guys know, this is actually the 30th episode of my mystery review series, and I am very proud of myself. I have been reviewing video games for 1 year and 8 months now. My very first review was my Super Mario Odyssey review back in November of 2017. Just so you guys know, if you want to check out my video game reviews, simply go to the playlist section of my YouTube channel. That's where I have all of my main reviews, my quick reviews, and my Neo reviews. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching episode 30 of Mystery Reviews, and I'll be back for episode 31 sometime soon. Thanks for watching this Pac Man World 2 review. See you guys later and bye, adios.